Hi, I'm Lily Hartzell. I graduated in 2014 and now I go to Tufts University in Boston. I picked Tufts because I wanted a medium-sized school in a semi-urban environment, and I really wanted a school that was focused internationally. And Tufts has an awesome international student body, and they're really known for their international relations programs, and so that really attracted me to the school. And I wanted somewhere where all the students were really engaged, politically engaged with the campus, engaged with what they were learning. And I think I've totally found that at Tufts. It was hard to move out of state in that I really loved Sequoia, and it was hard to leave Sequoia. But I was gonna have to do that anyway. I think it was really exciting to be in a new place. I applied to mostly schools out of on the East Coast. And I really wanted to just try something new, just get a new experience, meet new people. There's a different culture on the East Coast, and I wanted to see what that was all about. And I think a big plug for Boston is that there's so many schools there, and it's just such a university town, that there's all these opportunities. I can go to Harvard and attend a lecture, or I can go, hang out with kids at MIT. I just have so many resources available to me, and so that really attracted me to Boston. So I'm majoring in international relations and probably environmental studies. And I love my classes. They're one of the best things about Tufts. One of my favorites this semester was gender in world politics. And it was this little 20-person seminar with an amazing professor. And it's kind of flipped from how you do it in high school in some ways. We did a lot of reading, really heavy reading on the weekends, and then we'd come into class, and both classes, Monday, Wednesday, we would just have a discussion, the whole period. And it was facilitated by the professor, but the students really got to kind of own it. And I learned so much from my fellow students. And then he interjected and, added things in to enrich what we were talking about as well. And it was a great community, and it just opened my eyes to this whole world of the role that gender plays in international relations and American politics and all that, and it got me really excited. So I think I love Tufts in that I have access to a lot of those seminar classes. I've been in classes like that since my first semester freshman year, small classes, very kind of student oriented and led. And then, even if you're in a lecture, which is part of college, and those are great too, because the professors can they know how to lecture. They're excited about their material, and they're giving it to you, and then you can go into office hours and ask questions, or if you're in it with a friend, you guys study together. There's so many ways to enrich an already rich curriculum, which I think is really exciting. Yeah, I think I have two pieces of advice for seniors. One is hold on to high school. Sequoia's awesome, and you have such awesome resources here, and don't check out before you graduate. I understand senioritis is real, I went through it, but keep making memories with your friends, just really milk Sequoia and being home as long as you can, because I think it's totally worth it. And then I think another piece is I went into college being oh my gosh, I've just lost all my friends, and I have to entirely start over and make new friends, and this is so stressful, and I'm never gonna meet anyone as amazing as I had here. And then as I was coming home for winter break from college, in freshman year, I was so sad to leave Tufts. I was heartbroken that I had to leave this place, even though I was coming back in a month. And I never could have imagined that I would make that switch from feeling so at home here to feeling so at home there. And so I think having a little bit of faith is really important, going in that it will work out and you'll meet amazing people. And maybe it won't happen that quickly. Maybe it'll take a year, or it won't be until your sophomore year that you're really meeting people, but you will meet those people. And I think it's important to remember that and hold on to that, especially at the beginning of freshman year when everything's so crazy and stressful, and everyone's trying to make their new best friends for life. And but then at the same time, I come home and I have such wonderful school friends from high school, and I've held on to those friendships, and I think that's really important, not to just kind of cut those ties, because you do come home a lot in college, and I still care really deeply about all the people I've met at Sequoia. So I feel really lucky that I have these two great worlds on the two different coasts, and I can kind of switch between them.